Hello, human-shaped friends. I'm back with another time-lapse video, but you are going to notice that this video is different because this happened outside. And my goodness, look at the quality. You can actually see everything. Huh. Unlike in my dungeon where I live and create and try really, really hard. The sun. Who knew it could be so useful? Now, if this is your first time joining me, you're going to wonder why I'm not talking about what I'm drawing. I very rarely talk about what it is that I'm making. I will a little later on. But right now, I'm just going to be like, hi, I went outside and I did a painting. And it was really nice. If you have followed along with my ramblings for a hot minute, you will know that I don't go outside very often. I am allergic to nature, which sadly is not me exaggerating. The allergenist really wrecked my day and made a lot of things make sense. So I don't really go outside very often, but I had been feeling really cooped up, slightly imprisoned in my own home, and a severe lacking of vitamin D. So what did I do? I took a travel easel into my front area. It's not my front yard because I live in an apartment, so I don't feel like I can claim domain over anything that happens out there. But I set up and I painted for like an hour, maybe a little longer than that. I had a couple of neighbors attempt to talk to me, but mostly I had people wanting to pet my dog. And that was fine because yes, I did bring the puppy outside. The option was have the puppy be alone inside or have the puppy be kind of just like stuck but outside. And I chose stuck but outside. I haven't painted in plein air, as the fancy people say, in a really long time. By really long time, I mean 15 years. That's right. Last time I did this, I was a literal child. And this was nice. This is really more of a test run because I want to try to do things like this more often. I've got a dog who wants to be outside. And I've got the understanding that no matter what I do, the entirety of my body will be in pain, so I might as well just do the things that I want to do. So I got me a traveling easel. I spent a couple days figuring out what I should probably put in it, and this was my test run in my front yard, and it worked pretty well. Why is this the layout I chose to paint? Well, my teeny tiny canvas, it's 5x7. I believe you could call that teeny tiny. It literally fits your hand. I looked at it and I went, I think I'm going to paint SpongeBob. Now, why SpongeBob? Well, the crotch goblins, or children, as people who like children call them, they were getting in trouble because they were leaving trash everywhere. So one of their guardians put a SpongeBob TrashCan outside so they'd throw their trash away, and it works. And I was doing a little 360 of the front area, just trying to find something interesting to paint because that's what you do. And I saw that little face and I went, yeah, S-Bob is where it is at. So that's what I did. As you saw, I did a quick little sketch just to kind of plan my layout. And then after that, it was just kind of trying to remember how one paints live and outside. It's different when it's live and inside because you have total control over the light. When it's live and outside, shadows constantly move and people touch things. So basic shapes in, then more in depth after that. It was interesting. I enjoyed doing so, I will likely do so again. Isn't that wonderful? Maybe it's not. I don't know. I did determine that I need myself a big floppy hat because the sun. And Cordelia was profoundly confused, Cordelia being the puppy. But she was fine. She had, some water and a ball and a child who kept throwing sticks just outside of her reach. And I was like, hey, you can play with the dog, but don't torture the dog. But the end result, I started going very realistic, and then I went more impressionistic, and I really like how it ends. So way to go, me. You might get more of these. You might not. Who knows what the future will hold? I certainly don't. But I do know I'm ready for a nap and maybe some aloe.